What's up? Remember me? I know, it's been a while. Tough times in terms of movies. I started this channel because I have such a passion for movies, love them, and it's just been real tough in the last few years. The garbage they're coming out with. There's hardly any movies now that I get excited about. But what I wanted to talk about today is TV. I haven't done that yet, and there has been a lot of good TV in the last year. I wanted to make a video about my 5 favorite shows from the year 2022. So these were all released in 2022. I'm going to put them in the order they were released. These are the 5 best shows from the last year. So let's start. Number 1, Severance. This is a very different type of show. Really interesting. It's about the concept where people are able to split their brain, and when they go into work, they have no idea about their self that is going to work. Their self in work doesn't know anything about their self outside of work. You're splitting the brain in half, so you have these people who are the workforce. They're basically slaves because they have no life outside of work. They are the innie or the outie, depending on if you're in or out of work. Very intriguing, has a lot of intrigue. It's one of the better shows for that I've seen in a long time. And the ambiance of this is fantastic. It is striking. The music, the lighting, the camera angles, everything is very unique. This stars Adam Scott. He's great in this. The acting in general is very good. I think of John Turturro, Christopher Walken. Very well done show, but also really interesting to watch. Next, we've got The Terminal List. This stars Chris Pratt in the lead role. He plays a soldier who is basically ambushed during a mission. Almost everyone dies. And when he comes home, the few survivors he sees start running into some misfortune as well. And he begins to ask questions, wonder what's really going on, and starts doing his own investigation into what happened in his mission and what's happening now. It's a good story. I enjoyed it. And Chris Pratt, he's maybe not the best suited for this particular role, but I still enjoyed watching him. It has a lot of fun action scenes, and it's engaging. I enjoyed this from beginning to end. If I do have a complaint, I would say that it does kind of go downhill towards the last few episodes. I'd say it peaks about 2/3 of the way through, but still very good. And look, it's maybe not the most believable, but a lot of fun. Next, we've got House of the Dragon, the sequel to Game of Thrones. Kind of more of a prequel, but yeah. I'm not going to try to get into the plot of that one. If you know Game of Thrones, you know what you're getting into, kind of. But this was way better than I was expecting. I was not expecting to like it at all. It's actually pretty good, and well done show for sure. The special effects and the acting, of course. Overall, very, very good job. I had my complaints about it, but they would involve spoilers, so I'll keep away. But yeah, worth checking out. I did not expect much after the last few seasons of Game of Thrones. This is not action heavy, that's for sure. It's more focusing on the political side of the balance of power, and you've got, all the kind of scheming and backstabbing, a lot of that stuff. I enjoyed it, and I look forward to the second season. They set up very well for what's going to happen in the last episode of the first one. So check out House of the Dragon. Next, we have got Andor. Andor is the best Star Wars show that Disney has released. They've put so many out. I haven't liked any of them. Even the ones that other people think are pretty good, I don't like any of them. Andor is the exception to the rule. The best Star Wars show Disney's put out. It stars Diego Luna. He was one of the leads in Rogue One. And watching this season of Andor reminded me of how much better Rogue One is than any of the sequel trilogy. Complete garbage. Rogue One was actually pretty good. I didn't love it, but it definitely had its strong moments. And watching Andor reminded me of that. This show is more based in reality, if that makes sense to say about a sci-fi, but it felt more grounded. This does not try to do any kind of fan service the way the other shows have done and even the other movies. It just tells its story. I can't even get into the story too much because I want you to experience it for yourself. It takes you on a whole arc. You have like almost 3 different chapters in the season, and each chapter is interesting in its own way. As a Star Wars fan, to the other Star Wars fans out there, I can almost guarantee you're gonna like this one. Best Star Wars show, I'm telling you. And finally, just being released at the end of 2022 in December was Tulsa King. This stars Sylvester Stallone. It's basically a Western meets gangster. Really interesting concept. And Stallone's best role in years. I think Stallone's best roles are Rocky and maybe Rambo, but other than that, this. Seriously, he is perfect for this part. I really enjoyed watching him. This show is funny. It's well balanced, good mix of everything, and it's basically the story of a gangster who tries to start an empire in the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And look, maybe not the most believable at certain times, but it really is a good time. I did not have more fun watching any show than that one in the last year. Tulsa King, you gotta check that one out. And with that, that's our list. 5 best shows that came out in 2022. Let me know if you want more videos, maybe talking about the good movies I saw. Nothing super thrilling, that's for sure. Best movie for me from 2022 was Top Gun 2. And there were some other good ones, but nothing that blew me away. Let me know what shows you thought were good, maybe that I missed. I want to hear what you got to say. And yeah, if we are able to figure out something to do going forward, I want to make some videos about that too. Otherwise, I'm just sitting back and waiting for those good movies to come out. And I'll get some buddies and we'll talk about them. Wake up, Hollywood. Wake up.